A woman gives her last breath to her firstborn. A man stands before missiles and smiles at a stranger's bullet. Their children creating lullabies out in the explosions. These are the people we pretend to be. May we bring forth a new world from the ashes of an intolerant past. May we learn to properly speak of and not just whisper of such injustice. May our solutions no longer consist of tools of war, but tools to rebuild and bring about hope. Currently, there are 31,000 reasons why I write this, and so I ask, how many villages must burn? How many women must be assaulted? How many more children must die? We close our eyes. The greatest writers have died before ever moving the pen, so allow me to write for them. Bear witness. All in all, the recently to see 32,000 sets of eyes. All in all, the recently to see 33,000 smiles. All in all, the recently to see 34,000 open arms. All in all, the recently to see 35,000 hearts. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40,000 spirits, tens of thousands of children. Executioners play victim. Ordinary men become victims. Heroes painted as villains. Normal people in abnormal situations. Citizens pretend compassion. Civilians defend their plantation in this land of gentrification. Do you really want this to end? We cannot close our eyes and expect this all to just go away. We cannot expect to find salvation in the arms of the devil. We cannot call ourselves human if we have forgotten how to be. We are so far from what we claim to be. A call for war, a call for blood, a call for peace. A little girl calls out for her mother. Has anyone not told her, what are you closing your eyes to? Who are you closing your hearts to? How can you not hear a mother's blues, a grandfather's lullaby? He sings to his granddaughter for one last time, asking her for one last kiss. How can you not hear a family's cry for help? A little girl scream the into her own delusional dream, streamed under false pretenses. Spent your entire life constructing another's kingdom, and you were never invited in the name of God. Often heard in a time of war, your talking points are double-edged swords, borderless, confined by extremists. If your tears only fall to the select few, then let me suggest you relearn gravity. To all ministers of defense that ever gave the order to slaughter the defenseless, there will be consequences. Little boys, little girls grow up to be soldiers. Pick up their arms. Leaders, pick up their civilians. Use them as shields. Be courageous behind great walls. The heartbeats, real rebel music. Bombs drop, tears drop. An infant's heart stops. His mom drops to her knees. Little boy lay there silent. His mother is anything but silent. She screams at a world that never seems to listen as she yells at the camera. They dispel her grief. They sell us hostile to outsiders, out of sight, out of mind. Ain't got time, the game's on. Tell me later. No more timeouts, no more time. Timeless. Time is a factor, a benefactor, a bulldozer. Mows over like tractor plows. Fresh corpse drops, crowds of dead children laid in shape of a broken heart, but not a broken people. A division of the planets, a safe space, but not for all aliens. Before they called us idiots, before they made us Christians along the Mediterranean, we were trying to escape. They followed. From Native Americans and Palestinians, history repeats. From the river to the sea to shining sea. Freedom, freedom of what? Freedom, 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 freedom of what? Freedom of what? For who? Master of what? Slave to temptation, trying to recreate creation. Reservations, occupations, assimilation. Can your God's calling be heard over the gunfire? Can the sounds of gunfire be heard over the deafening cheers of roaring sports fans? Can salvation be found before her last breath? Brother, live in peace, they rest in it, but it seems to be never sleep. The powers that be exactly what they claim to be, against streams of revolution, dreams of evolution, wars without solution. Victory equals defeat. A reason for that which holds no reason. Belief systems in disbelief. Some children put to sleep while others become insomniacs with no moments. Peace. And we are minutes of eternity. We are trying to grow wings. We are flying in our dreams, but waking up in straitjackets surrounded by cage birds that have lost their ability to speak or sing. A soldier holds his gun backwards. Every shot fired kills another piece of him. That's my priest. He believes he can still save himself, but what about them? Okay, in order for you to listen, what about the children? No form of apology shall ever be given for compassion. No kind of hero shall ever knowingly target the innocent, and at no time shall we remain silent. God bless those motherfucking students. Land of the free, home of the brave. If the brave were to be perfectly honest, they would tell us just how afraid they actually are. If we were to speak our true language, we would speak beats from our hearts and into our walls is found in two open arms. The message began to grow lost the moment the poet started to write for and not to the audience. He opened his eyes only to be reminded of a horrific past. Many had remained asleep or caught in the untruths of an American dream. Callous hands, aching bones, failing feet, creating that dream for others only to be gifted with moments of happiness and lifetimes of regret. And no one told us we would work so hard to make it so easy for those that seize the riches from the richness of a foreign soil of a people kept poor, as it was their blood that would pour during these unnecessary wars. The great American pastime. Writing stories where authors make themselves out to be the hero, having the freedom to do so, but only with their pen dipped in the blood of other men. The West rewrites true stories of strangers painted as a people they never were. Even in the animal kingdom, the animals will begin to understand when they are being hunted. The moment the animal attacks, the creature is seen as a beast. When a people begin to fight back, they are referred to as dogs and the hunter's bride. Moon of monarch, star of the cosmos, son of man, Freemasons and Casa, big brother, all-seeing eye. They are still performing human sacrifice. War is nothing more than sacrifice. These are the people the world is run by. Sheep who pretend to be wolves. Ants that build easily destructible kingdoms. A society that recreated a dream that never really belonged to them. She once told me freedom was never truly practiced. It was just a word people like to copy and paste and wear upon their tongue. The norm absorbs that normalcy. Trust yourself before authority. Speak freely, and the ignorant will follow with fists and bullets. The ignorant base their entire existence on distractions, romance, sports, television, film, illusion, manipulated illustration, trying to live in the painting instead of escaping this canvas. Take serious precautions when explaining there are more pipers than children. No teachers, only students misinstructed. Hopes of evolution have been deconstructed. Dark ages reconstructed. The greatest writers have died before ever moving the pen. Our world infected. Our laws parasitic. Our leaders soulless, our chains are trauma. A soul, the belief systems acting as invisible whips. Our chains are trauma. American dream versus our reality. A reality deceived by another's dream. A dream which limits possibility of the potential to truly release our actual abilities. Who are we? Actually, I mean, really, you try to obtain the truth from the very same person who keeps it from you. Listen to leaders, preachers, teachers, and news, but never you. Let's break away from them in order to find you. Do not ask an executioner about the meaning of life. They will only teach you how to serve, but never to fly. Worlds of fiction infect reality. Propaganda replacing history. Followers follow TV, follow friends, follow trends, follow partners, follow leaders that unfollow them. Follow your heart. Each passing day, a wall being built by bodies grows higher. Bodies that we are responsible for, which we hold no accountability for. We close our eyes and pretend everything's all right. And if you think everything's all right, you don't think. A transparent private citizen, a government of abusive authoritarians, revamp traditions of the Khazarian, shameful celebrations, ceremonies of damnation, silent accomplices behind masked innocents, soldiers versus peasants, the chess piece decided to start a movement. Please take a moment to see what they don't want to put in front of you. We are hybrid experiments. Conspiracy theories of evolution, play toys for aliens among us, Saturn's devil implanted inside us, a dark history, a suffrage and bloodbath. Our forefathers were foot soldiers of psychopath. John D. Rockefeller, a goddamn psychopath. Ron D. Santos, a goddamn psychopath. The Miami police, the U.S. government, the IDF, a gang of psychopaths. We haven't even begun to scratch at the surface. The board of education, the world of medicine, the art of business, the act of betrayal, the birth of a nation, bastard of society, our masters are evil entities, our enemies are only said to be, to stand before such a beast and exploit the concerns and fears of their own citizens by draining them and claiming otherwise. Druids, sacrifice, virgins, wars, enlist the young and still be thy sun as the moon continues to move. Stars shine their brightest just before they die. We close our eyes. Gaza stripped, and they laughed at her nakedness. They are no longer softening the language before the cameras, and still so many look away and have nothing to say.